Well, two communities that have dealt with tragedy are once again having to rely on each other for strength.
We're talking about Parkland, Florida and Newton, Connecticut. Both towns are now dealing with suicides, and the ongoing trauma those communities are dealing with is putting a spotlight on mental health. Denver 7's Jackie Cray explains.
The trauma associated with what happened on February 14th last year is not over for this community.
A little more than a year since the mass shooting at Marjory Stoneman High School, two survivors recently died by suicide. And now, just days later, a father of a Sandy Hook shooting victim has done the same. Jeremy Richmond, the father of a 6-year-old Sandy Hook victim, Abiel, was found this morning in his office in Newtown.
People who have survived mass shootings or are the parents of people who have been victims, they're at high risk for mental health stress.
Psychologist Mitchell Birdie was part of the crisis response team for the Columbine High School and Aurora Theater shootings, helping survivors and first responders through the trauma.
My hunch is some of those people are being triggered and having some real intense feelings because of all of this.
Richmond, who grew up in Boulder, started a foundation with his wife after the Sandy Hook shooting to fund research into preventing violence.
We don't have a political agenda. We just don't want other people to have to suffer through this.
And it doesn't just end. It changes who you are. And that can be difficult because it's forever.
The deaths of the survivors are a sobering reminder that the trauma and loss stays with those intimately involved in a mass shooting for the rest of their lives.
Continually check in with people and ask, how are they doing? Are they thinking about suicide?
If you or someone you know is struggling, there are resources for you. Here in Colorado, the Rocky Mountain Crisis Partners have a support line available 24/7. Jackie Cray, Denver 7.